Hey guys, it's me, Jessica. This is take 2 on this video. The first time I uploaded it, I watched it and the webcam video was kind of crappy. I could have lived with that, I think. But then, like a minute and a half into the movie, I started to sound like Darth Vader or something. It was really kind of weird, so I deleted it. So we're going to try this again on my regular camera. These are my top 10 fat woes. This whole topic came up from a pre-opper by the name of Jen, and her YouTube name is iThinspier. That's IThinspier. And I will go ahead and put her information in the sidebar as well. So if any of you guys want to check her out, you'll have her at your quick disposal. Click away. So I did not put these in any specific order. I just kind of wrote down 10 things that I will certainly be happy to say goodbye to. I tried not to duplicate anything that Jen said because I figured no sense in us saying the same thing, although she had some good ones. So my number 1 is clothes that stretch. I will be very glad to say goodbye to those. We all know, for those of us that are a little chunky, clothes that stretch are certainly more comfortable, but I will be glad when I don't have to buy jeans with stretch, I don't have to buy shirts with stretch. Everything will just be what we call normal, if there is such a thing. Number 2, always pulling my shirt down and my pants up. Probably because a lot of those clothes have stretch in them, and I got a little bit of chunkage going on. I'm always constantly having to pull them up or pull it down, depending on which top or bottom it is. Let's see, number 3, avoiding photos. I hate being in photos, probably because I hate how I look in them. It's kind of funny, you look in the mirror and you think, okay, great, I know I'm overweight, I'm fat, I'm obese, fluffy, chunky, whatever you want to call it. But then you see it in a photo, and you're like, holy crap, I'm huge. And I just don't like that feeling. I don't want to be in pictures, so I just avoid being in pictures. I'm normally the one behind the camera. However, I have missed out on a lot of photo opportunities. All of my kids are teenagers, and I can pretty much tell you there's not a whole lot of pictures that have myself and my children in them, which is kind of a bummer, but it's just what I've done. So I will be glad when I can be in a photo and feel good about it. Number 4, I will be happy to say goodbye to Lane Bryant. All of you ladies out there know that Lane Bryant is probably a blessing to some of us, because when you're big, you don't have a whole lot of choices. So Lane Bryant has at least been a fashionable choice, not to mention expensive choice, but at least I could feel like I could dress in some fashionable clothes. But I will be glad when I no longer have to step foot in Lane Bryant. Let's see, number 5 for me is small airplane seats. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You know, they've got these arms, and great, they lift up, but the problem is when you sit down in them and you got a little chunk underneath, it starts to raise up the armrest, and that's not real pleasant when your leg, butt, thigh, whatever the heck you want to call it over here, is lifting up the armrest. And what's really worse is when you're in between two people that you don't know in the middle seat. Not only is there hardly enough room to begin with, but now you're uncomfortable the whole plane ride. So I will be glad when I can sit in any airline seat and feel like I have enough room for me and the people next to me. Let's see. Number 6, trying to hide my upper arms. I don't like my upper arms, probably because they're fat, chunky, fluffy, whatever polite or unpolite word we want to use. And I will always wear things with sleeves or have to wear something over if it's something that's strapless or tank top-ish. I will not wear anything like that out in public. Around the house I will, because whatever, it's just me and my family, but out, no thanks. So I will be glad when I don't have to hide my arms. Let's see, number 7 for me is covering my midsection. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in a meeting or around a group of people and we're sitting down, I'm pretty heavy through my midsection. So when I sit down, it's like all of my rolls get in the way. And then I feel like I'm tugging on my shirt or trying to make sure nothing's clinging. And a lot of times I'll sit with my arms in front or my arms crossed, or sit as far up to the table or desk or wherever we're at as I can, so I kind of keep all of that hidden. So I will be glad when I don't have to be so self-conscious about that. Number 8 for me is being winded. Lord knows, climbing upstairs, walking long distance, uphill, carrying groceries, even if it's not far, if there's a lot of weight, I just get winded. So I will be glad when the weight is gone and I can do things like that without feeling like I just had a workout. Number 9, awkward talks about my weight. For me, that's generally with my mother. You know, she'll ask, so how's your weight? And then I have to think to myself, Mom, I'm still fat, thanks for asking. I know she means well, but it's definitely not something that I like to be as a topic of discussion, especially when we live long distance and I don't get to see her. I mean, that's not a normal thing you ask people, how's your weight? So I will be glad when that conversation never has to come up again. And last but not least, number 10 for me is hugs. Hugs are supposed to be something good. You know, you give family hugs, your friends hugs, you know, just that should be a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. And for me, it's like, okay, you got your arms wrapped around me, and now you gotta be feeling some chunkage. So it's not so pleasant. So I would like to be able to hug people and feel good about it. So I guess that's my top 10 list of fat woes. So again, anybody that wants to jump in, Jen kind of threw it out there and said that she'd like to hear what our fat woes are. Again, she's a pre-opper, so she's fairly new to the YouTube community. So anyways, that's it from me, guys. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.